back to my channel. It's me, Liz, aka Her Royal Highness, and today I'm going to be doing some DIY in heels. And heels, you ask? Yes, because I can do DIY in heels. So we're going to be doing some tiling today. I'm going to be tiling this section of this wall. You can see part of the wall has already been done. That I didn't do that, somebody else did, the workmen did it. Quite a shoddy job actually, not very well done by the workmen. But I've decided to take the tile right up to that return up there, just because I cook a lot in this kitchen and there's quite a lot of splashes, and it's just going to be easier for me to maintain and keep clean. So what do you need when you are tiling? Well, I've got this scraper, which is going to help me to apply the adhesive to the wall. I like using this just because it's kind of like a spoon. I can scoop it up, put it onto the wall. You are also going to need a trowel, and your trowel should have some notches in it, which will help you to kind of smooth the adhesive onto the wall, and it also allows the tiles to grip quite firmly onto the wall and the adhesive. And you are going to need some spacers, these spacers, and that will help to space things out quite evenly so that when it comes to putting your grout, you have a nice finish. Also needed for this project is a tile trimmer. Of course, you need your tiles. You're going to need your grip adhesive, and I've got one that's already been prepared, already mixed, not powder. If you want to get the powder and mix it yourself, that's fine, but I just went for this because it's already done, already prepared. So I don't need to prep my wall. My wall is nice, flat, smooth, it's not wet. If your wall is wet or damp or not smooth, you need to prepare the walls first. If you've got any holes, you need to fill them in first. A word of warning, guys, if you have got holes on your wall and you do fill them in, don't put too much filler on it, because then you'll have a bumpy wall, it's going to be uneven, and when you come to putting those tiles on, you're going to run into problems. So, earlier, guys, about the wall and me not being the one who did this job, you can see here, if you look at where the cupboards are, you can see that you've got more of a tile on this side than you do on this side. So when I'm going up the wall, it's going to be only a tiny little sliver going all the way up, which I wouldn't have done. Okay, so I've got my glasses on, my spectacles so I can see, some rubber gloves because you don't want adhesive to get onto your hand. It can be quite abrasive. So I've got my gloves on. I've also covered my cooker, which you probably saw earlier. Just put a cloth over it and a nice plastic sheet over it so that if there is any spillages, that doesn't go in my cooker and ruin it. Okay, so let's start. So I'm going to start applying the adhesive. Right, now I'm going to start here, because these are 4 tiles and I'm only going to do 4 tiles for the moment, and then I should do all the cut-out pieces after. Right, so I've applied the adhesive and I've used my trowel to create all these kind of ridges in there, and this would help the tile to stick quite firmly onto the wall. Now, you've got to be quite quick. You can see I only did a small area here. That's because the adhesive can get very dry and flaky very quickly. So, you don't have a lot of time to waste. So, you're going to start applying your tile. Give it a little twist as well. That will help it stay secure. And you are also going to need some of those spacers. Now with these spacers, because I've already got some tiles already up on the wall, what you can do is just snap a part of that cross off and then apply it. So I've done about 4 tiles there. Any excess adhesive that you see in between the tiles, clean it now, because it's a lot more difficult to clean out dried up adhesive. So get yourself a damp sponge and just try and get as much of that adhesive out of those spaces as you can. Okay, so as you can see, I've only got 2 more whole tiles left to do before I start doing the tiny little bits on the side. So the tiles are on the wall all the way to where I want it to, and there's also a trim right at the top just to finish it off nicely. And now I'm going to do the edges. I've got this tiny little scraper, and it's also got grooves so I can get into those little corners. So, almost done, guys. So I'm going to wipe that down. I need at least 12 hours for the adhesive to dry, and then we shall be doing the grouting. Okay, so hi everyone. So 12 hours have now passed since I put the tiles up on the wall. So now it's time to fill up those little gaps with your grout. So I'm going to show you how I mix my grout powder. So I've got my gloves on and my grout, Ultra Colour Plus, and this is grey grout. I chose this colour so it can go together quite nicely with my tiles. Right, so I'm going to mix this powder in this little container here. It's just an old yogurt pot. So first we're going to add some water. Because I'm doing quite a small area, I'm just going to mix a little at a time because I'm not quite sure how much I need. So we're going to add our powder into our water and then mix. Try not to make a mess. Nice smooth paste, just like this. Okay, so our grout is well mixed, ready now to go on the wall. Put my glasses on so I can see. And I'm going to be using, for this job, I'm going to be using one of these to apply the grout onto the wall. You're supposed to use a kind of like a squeegee, kind of like a float, it's called a float, but I don't have one of those, so I've got to use what I have. So we're just going to apply it all over the walls, but before I do that, I'm going to remove all of my spaces. What you want to do is push it into all those little gaps. Now I've applied the grout onto the wall and pushed it right into the gaps. In the end I had to use a sponge to press it right into those gaps so it's packed in and we don't have any gaps or air bubbles. Now I'm just going to take a nice clean sponge with water and I'm just going to wipe off the excess. Okay, so now I've left it about 45 minutes and if you look closely you'll see that there's a kind of like a film all over it. What we're going to do now is just get rid of that film. So I've got myself some clean lukewarm water with a little bit of washing up liquid in there. I'm going to give it a nice polish and dry it off. And that's it guys, tiling all done. Hope you enjoyed my DIY kind of tutorial video. If you do, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, what are you waiting for, subscribe, and when you do, click that little button so you know when I upload a new video. See you soon, bye!